Hello, good afternoon everyone. It's Michelle Pepper here. Thank you for joining me in today for my weekly class to go. So it is Wednesday, the 10th of April. Gosh, this year's flown by. And so we are still working with products that are in the annual catalogue 2023 to 2024, as well as the January to December 2024, January to April 2024. Yeah, so both have retiring products because we have a new catalogue coming out in May. So there are products that are retiring, and if you go on the website, you will see that there are promotions, there are sales discount on some selected items, so up to 60% in discount. So if you like something you see, my recommendation is that you go and you order it sooner rather than later, because there are items that are already sold out, and so it is while supplies last. But yes, so today I am demonstrating products that are retiring, yeah, because I love them, still love them, and just want to make the most out of it before they retire, because once they're retired, I don't run my classes, I don't show them in my classes, including the online, because it's, it doesn't seem right to show you something and then if you like it, you can't purchase it, right? So yeah, so I'm just taking advantage that they're still here, still available. I've checked today, they're not out of stock yet, so if you want these items, we're playing with the Season of Chic stamps, and also the dies. The Chic dies are actually 50% discount, so it's really good value. Anyway, I'll turn you over and show you what we're doing. So thank you again if you are popping in for the first time. Welcome. It's great to see you here. Right, how are we doing? That looks all right, I think. I've got enough light or not? Good. It's as good as I can get it for now. Okay, we'll see how we go. Okay, so I have two projects with you for you, as usual. My class to go, if you haven't been before, is when I demonstrate to you in this live, which you can watch later as well. So those of you watching replay, thank you very much for joining in. And yeah, so we're playing with this product here, which I love, and it's got kind of like all the seasons, I guess, the flowers for spring, beach, summer, autumn leaves, and wintry snowflake. So yeah, and then some really cool words as well that are included in the set. And then it's got the set of dies. There are 19 dies in the set here. Love this crosshatch thing. Used it, but we're not using it today. So actually, I'm not even sure if we yeah, we could do that. Like, we'll see. I might not actually be using this particular one today, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And it is also discounted to $39. I think it's normally $78. And so this is 51, I believe. Gosh, I don't know my pricing, but the best place to get the price is on the website. So if you go onto my website, you'll be able to see everything up to date and correct information. So now normally what I do in my in-person class, my attendees like to start with a harder project first, which is interesting. So I think I might just do that today as well. So what I wanted to show you is, let me just bring this out. So I made this little mini album. So this was my team challenge for March. I gave them a piece of 4x6. This was 4x6 to start with. So it had, basically, if you can see, it had this. It was that with all the strips, with the words. So I've just cut it out. Anyway, so I've got a 4x3 left over, which I can make another card with. But I've used that to kind of embellish this mini album All right, so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. For the first project, we are going to do this little mini album. Now, I really like mini albums. It's one of those things, I think for me, it's like a scrapbook that I can manage, you know, memory keeping that I can manage. So here's an example of one that I made a very long time ago. The googly eyes have fallen off. And this was back in 2011 when I made this. So we're now in 2024. So this is a few years old, and you can see how maybe, you know, like my embellishing of things have progressed over time. Practice makes perfect, right? But this is a mini album that kind of like I made for my third boy, Joel. So he's 2011, so he was 2 years old then. All right, so it was just kind of like, you know, because I'm not very good at scrapbooking. I find it quite hard, and so I find it when I do little mini albums like this, it's manageable, and I just think it's like really cute as well, really cute factor. You know, oh, look at this. This is the lunch box that I would pack him when we go to homeschool group with my older children as well. So this is how I kept him sitting still for a good period of time. Yes, I know, it's a bit of an emotional feeding person, aren't I? Sorry. No, he's all right. He's not addicted to food or anything like that. But yeah, so that's one way of using these mini albums. And so this was one that I did for our team challenge. But this one here is the one that I made using the stamp set that we are featuring today. And that's using the paper from Gone Fishing. And that's retiring. But you can still get it. At this stage, I can't remember whether there is a 50% discount on the paper. So excuse me for not knowing my product, but again, like I said, if you go on a website, that will give you the most up-to-date information. And so yeah, so I just wanted to show you how to make this little album, this little mini album, really simply from a one sheet of 12 by 12 inches. So with my class to go, I demonstrate this project now in this class, and if you place an order with me this week right through till Tuesday next week, I will be sending you these kits to recreate these projects that you see in this video. So you'll be getting 2 kits making this little mini album, and then 2 kits for the second project. The other thing I wanted to show you is how you could use this as like because it's like little slits here where you can put things. So it could be like a little mini, I don't know, tea bag gift, you know, like if you get different flavors, I guess. For someone who loves tea, yeah, and like how cool is that? Like you give this to them as a little mini package. So I think I can even fit maybe, it might be too thick, a piece of chocolate, right, a piece of chocolate square, but how cool is that? So I'm just showing you other things that you could put in here. Obviously you can put photos like I've done with the older my first project mini album from ages ago, or you can put, you know, mini tea bags or mini chocolate squares, or you could even just do little tags that go in, yeah, little words of affirmation inside here. Excuse me. Okay, so just some ideas of what you can do with these mini albums. I just think they're really cute. So I wanted to show you that because also we have so many 12 by 12 papers, right? If you are a crafter, you're probably guilty of hoarding lots of 12 by 12 papers. So here is an example of how to use it and how to make something really useful out of one piece of paper. I just really like the idea of that. That's always been something that I gravitate to. You know, just get excited. I get excited about transforming a piece of paper like this into a gift box or into something giftable. And so yeah, so Now with this, something to bear in mind is, what is it? Bring them on video. Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, sorry. Just trying to concentrate. Anyway, so what have we got here? Something to bear in mind is if the paper is directional. Okay, so if it's directional, then you just kind of got to make sure you've cut it in the right way. But I do believe if this is how I want it, because these are the rods and I want them to go this way. I could have them going this way, but you know, some of them will be looking that way, which is fine in this case, because you know, the rods can be either this way or that way, I suppose, or that way. Okay, so if it doesn't matter, then you're good. But if it matters, then what you want to do is make sure we're going to be making a slit right down on the 6-inch mark. But before I do that, I want to score 3. So it's a 12 by 12. So the good news is, if you're a bit worried about how you're going to do this when you get the kit, is that I will have already done this part for you. If you get the kit from me, right? If you place an order and you get a kit, then I would have done this part for you. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go? I have options. Okay, so I've done 3 and 6, and now I'm going to go 9. I think fine. I'm just a bit short on space here, but hopefully that will do. Okay, so I've got 3, 6, 9, 12. So 3 columns, 4 columns here, right, of 3 inches. And then over here, I want to do maybe, I think, oops, no, I don't need this. I think I just want to do maybe 1 3/4 or 1 and, it doesn't really matter, 1 3/4 or 1 7/8. Okay, so I'm just going to score that line as well, and then turn it over to the other side and do the same. What did I do? 1 7/8. I think. Is that what I did? Ooh. Okay, so that's done, and then I do want to slit at 6. So 1 7/8 on either end. Okay, and then at the 6-inch mark. So, and I just want to make a cut all the way to this score line. Oh, I don't know if you can see. So we've got a score line on the 3-inch mark, on the 6-inch mark, and then on the 9th-inch mark. So that's what I want to do. Just make a slit. Actually, what I'll do is then I'll move it from here, from that point. Okay, so I know I won't go over it. Okay. Ta-da! Alright, so I would have had all this cut out for you, okay? So you can watch the video again if you really want to learn how to do it. And it might take you a couple of goes, so maybe practice on a piece of paper that you don't losing as such. Okay, so you want to fold, so that's the 2 folds there, and then that will cut the slit, and then on the other side we just want to follow the what do you call it, the score lines. Right. Yep. So there and there and there. So I'm just following the score lines. Once you've scored it, it's easy peasy. Oh, okay, and I keep forgetting to do that part. Okay, what I'll do is, which way do we want to be okay, I'm getting confused now. Anyway, you just want to fold that down. Okay, and that's how we're going to do this. Okay, here we go. Basically, you're just folding it and it doesn't look right. Yep, so all we need to do is fold it the other way. Am I confusing you? Basically, you just, once you put all the score lines, you'll be fine. Okay, then you're just folding where the lines are and there. Just like that. So there you go. You've got the front cover, right? And then you have the first 2 pages, next 2 pages, and then more, and then finally the last pages. Basically, there you go. Now we just need to glue them all, right? Okay, so we need to glue this bit. Let me have my, whoa, where are we going? Okay, just making sure. So, gonna glue that edge shut. Okay. So just a sliver of glue. I find Tombow the best. I'll just use that just in case. Alright, and then I also need to do this one, this edge. Okay. So hopefully, once you've got it, I think you will be able to work it out, like where you need to put glue. Right, so because you know, like that's an edge here, and we don't want that edge. So we want to glue that edge shut, and then this one, this side here as well. Okay. So yeah, did I not? Okay. So construction wise, okay. So if you had it out at 12 by 12, you fold it in the edges in here. So this is, I've done 1 and 7/8. You can do up to 2, I guess. That will be like right, you know, like halfway mark. 1 7/8 or 1 3/4, depending on how big you want this little pocket to be. And yep, so we just need to, because it's liquid glue, so if you just give it a bit of a tender loving care, and then so now you get that kind of look, right? Okay, so then you've got a valley fold here, and then a mountain fold, and a valley fold, and then fold it on itself. So of course you've got this gap here, right? So I'm just going to glue that part down and also the sides, right? So there and the bottom. Okay. So we can use our bond folder. It always helps. And down there. I believe I do still need some gluing. So here, I can glue this shut as well, but I wanted to keep that as a secret pocket again. Alright, so that's all nice and shut, glued down. Right, so then there remains, as you can see, you can leave it like that, but I kind of wanted it to look more like a book, right, like a mini book. So I'm going to be gluing these shut as well. Okay. I know I don't know how to make it a bit more obvious, and I don't need top pocket either, so I'm just going to glue that down. Okay. Let's have a look. Hope I haven't made a mistake. Not entirely sure. But yes, so this is our project number 1 if you're just joining it. Using a 12 by 12 designer series paper to make a little mini album. So then there remains that little flag. So the other part is like a book now. So it's just this little flag that needs gluing down. So we've got there, the 3 sides. Okay. Go there. Glue it right down. Glue it right down. Okay. So there you go. That's our little mini album. How cool is that? Right, so then you can fit in, like I showed before, tea bags, tags, photos, little notes of affirmation, yeah, little trinkets. I don't know if you're traveling. Oh, this is a fishing paper, right? So if it's a fishing trip with your grandchildren or with your children or with your grandparent, I don't know. It's like, and you can have photos of your fish that you caught or the boat or just the time, something to, you know, kind of capture that memory. I think that's really cool. All right, so you've got that. That's the little mini album, and that's the other one that I did with the fishing paper as well. So these are like the fishing fly. I don't really know the terms, so please excuse me. So I've got the shell there because kind of, I know, fishing and the beach and the seashells kind of like all go together for me. They go in there. So yeah, there remains now just to embellish this. And so using this stamp set, so really you can do this and then embellish it however you like. But because we're featuring the season of Chic today, so that's what we are going to be doing, using these. So I've got that piece of, so these will come in your kit. You'll get that 12 by 12. I will cut it, but I'll leave you to glue it because you might have actually preferred that on the outside and that on the inside. So I will leave that up to you. And of course, you might not get this paper either. You probably get another paper. You could even possibly get like a paper like this one, the stargazing. In which case, you would probably, if you're using Season of Chic, you'd probably be using the snowflakes, maybe the flowers. I don't know. Would you use shells and autumn leaves with it? I'm not sure. So that's up to you. That's for room for your creativity. But yeah, so it'll be different, a variety of papers that you'll get, just to get you started. You know, if you haven't done this before, it's a great way to try it out, right? If I've already done that part for you, and then you can, and that's always like the testing, you know, the first couple that you do, and then you just kind of get better and get more developed ideas. Okay, what else do we need? So we need this. This is that link. Yes, okay, so that one, I'm going to be using that little stamp for that. Now, will I use the same color for this? Would I use blue? Why not? We can do blue or we can do mossy meadow. What do you think? What shall I do? I could try mossy meadow. So again, you know, like these, obviously you use whatever colors you've got. Why is mossy meadow not out here? Okay, let me just grab mossy meadow. Wow, it says mossy meadow is here. Okay, mossy meadow, you are here. I'm going to use mossy meadow for that, I think. And then I would like to actually stamp off as well. So I'm going to use that scrap paper. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. Right, I'm going to stamp it off because it's quite dark. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, I prefer the lighter. Okay, let's do it that way. So I'm going to do, so that's very vanilla. So, oh, stamp it off first. Ah, okay, I didn't do it well. So, the whole image stamped off so that I can get a nice, even image here. Oops. That's cool. Happy with that. So that's going on there. And then we're going to have our shells. So I did my shells using the stamp set again, but you can use the dies if you've got the dies, which is on special at the moment, heavily discounted, 50% discounted. So it's a good price to get it at if you don't already have it. What am I doing? I want petal pink. Petal pink. It's so faded being in the sun. But that's all exterior. That's just the outside of it. So I think I did peach in that one, didn't I? So Let's see, do I want it dark or do I want it light? Too light. Okay, so we'll just do the dark one. Okay, because the other one I can't even see it. Can you? Oh, okay, and then crumb cake for the more solid one. So that one I am going to stamp off. Right, so I'm going to go shoulder here and then line it up sort of. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So now, which one would you prefer to use? Right, and then we can use the die to cut it out, which is this little puppy here. So that makes it nice and easy just to line it up and cut it out. Or I'll do that, but it's just like I think I won't bring it into view. So you're just going to hear me do it, but not actually see me do it. I'm just going to go through with the die cut machine and run it up. I moved it. Here we go. Here we go. Rolling it. So sometimes with things like that, I just ended up fussy cutting. Do you know what I mean by fussy cutting? So using the scissors and just cut it out fine. But sometimes it's kind of easier just to do that. But I know there are people who don't like fussy cutting and they prefer to use the dies, and that's okay too. So there we go. So we've got that and that. And then I'm going to stamp the words. Wishing you the best birthday ever, which is here. And I'm going to do Mossy Meadow. We're going with the same color scheme, different to the picture here. That one was in Misty Moonlight. So let's have a look. I think my Mossy Meadow needs re-inking because it's very dark. Actually, while you're here, while I've got your attention, maybe I should show you if you haven't done them before. Let me see if I can find, sorry, Mossy Meadow. I am looking for Mossy Meadow ink. Where could you be? It's Garden Green. Where are you? Maybe I don't have it. That's why I haven't done it. Oh well, okay. Let me have one more quick look around. That's Smoky Slate, completely not green. Lost Lagoon. Granny Apple. Okay. Maybe that's why I haven't re-inked it, because I don't actually have it. Take it through. Okay. Well, there you go. There goes the idea. I was going to show you how to re-ink it, but I can't. I'll do that for another video. Okay, so, but it seems quite light, because I'm sure it's generally darker than that. Okay, then at this point, you have options. You can either just cut it off and have a rectangle piece, like so. Alright, or you can, because I wanted more, I wanted to see more of the other things. So what I do is I just fussy cut it. I just cut around the same. Okay, so we have some stamp sets with coordinating dies that are actually cutting out the sentiments as well. so you don't actually have to do this. You just run it through the cut and embossing machine, which is great for those who like that option. But I'm comfortable doing fussy cutting, and so if you are too, then you don't need those dies, and you can just do it like so, and then have more money spent on other dies and stamp set. Circles. Circles is something that I don't do. I definitely have to cut that one with a machine. I don't do that. Okay, just making sure that it's opening the right way. Okay, so now we've got this. We're just going to need to glue it all down, and then we're just about done for this project. So if you're just hopping on, you'll have to watch the replay on how I did the 12 by 12 mini album. Oh, sorry, from one sheet of 12 by 12, and you get this, the way you cut it and fold it to get this little mini album. Yes, you can, I have done it before as well, where you can actually do more folding, sorry, more binding, a more sophisticated way of binding it, but I really wanted to show off the DSP, so I didn't want to cover it with, you know, cardstock or anything like that. So then we've got this, a bow that, you know me, if my project has a bow, and you get my kits, it generally is a bow. I've already made the bow for you, so you don't have to do it. Of course, if you wanted to do your own bow, you just have to undo it and make your own bow. But if you don't like using bows, then voila, I've done it for you. And then all you have to do, yep, is okay, just all you have to do is stick it on. Yep, just lost my train of thought there. So just using, probably shouldn't have done that one, because now I'm going to go over the, that'll do. Okay, so there you go. So that's a little mini album, a little completed mini album. So now I've got two. Wishing you the best birthday of it. I think this is a bit light. My Mossy Meadow is, I'm pretty sure Mossy Meadow is a bit darker than it. But there you go. Now we've got two mini albums that you can put all sorts of things in here, little knick-knack things. So yeah, so this will be two of the card kits, two of the 4 card kits, which you will get in the mail from me if you place an order for $40 or more. If you're getting our kits collection, you know, those card kits that come in a box that has everything in it, and it makes 8 or 9 cards, and that's for like $47 or something, so that's easy. You just need one of those and you'll be getting these from me. Yeah, so there are products on discount at the moment, so it's a great time to stock up on things. What else? Okay, card number 2. So we're playing with the stamp set, so this class is all about Season of Chic. There's so much you can do with this. Obviously, you know, can't really show you everything that's possible that you could do with these. But yeah, card number 2, nice and simple again. Just, I am a bit drawn to all the autumn colours, the fall colours that we are seeing now, because we are in April, so we're in the middle of autumn. Our official autumn period is March, April, May. So yeah, so I was just a little bit inspired by the colours, so that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's that card. Let me put this away first. Whoa. Okay, so this is what the kit will look like. You'll get that in, yep, with your envelope included. Okay, and then we have these layers. So you've got 2 basic white pieces here. One goes on top of the other. So you stamp on the smaller piece, and that's just for the instant mint. You're amazing beyond measure. That piece of basic white comes embossed already, unless you particularly don't want that embossing and you want to make a note let me know if you wanted it plain and you wanted to use your own embossing folder. And then we've got a base of basic white. Go on there. So that first part is easy. We can just glue it down. So there will be a slight price increase, just to let you guys know, because when our new catalogue launches in May, Stampin' Up has some price increases on some of the products, and some of them are quite hefty increase. For example, the envelopes. And so, yeah, I will just have to increase, just so that I don't compromise with, what I give you in my kits, because I like to give you a fair amount in your kits. And, oh, this one I have done it long ways, but let's try it this way. So, just to show you the flexibility. Pardon me, I think I need my drink bottle. Okay, just to show you, you don't have to do it exactly how I've done it. You can mix and match, you can change things around a bit. So now here, we've got this thing. It's all discolored. I'm pretty sure that's not the color. I'm sure I have cleaned it. Whoa, let me see. Where did I put all my stuff? Got this. I need this. What do I do with my phone thing? Right here. Yep, pretty clean. So it's just a look, right? It's just aesthetic. It's actually stained, but it's actually no ink in there. So yeah, so I am going to start with something light. So we're going to go with the yellow and green. So we've got Daffodil Delight. I'm going to stamp that. And then we're going to have a little bit of Old Olive. I'll actually close that. I don't need that. Just so I don't get inky fingers. Okay, and then Rock and Roll. So this is kind of like the rock and roll technique, where you're just kind of rolling it. Okay. So you can see you've got some ink there. And then if you need it too, get your brush and kind of just blend it a bit. Okay, and then we can just go with that look and see how we go. So I'm going to put it down here. Oh, I know what. I was going to start with the middle piece first, and I forgot to do that. Okay, let's go with it, and let's go with the flow and see how we go. Oh, I've put more green than I wanted to. Oh well, there you go. No two cards will look the same. So this one's more green than yellow. Okay. Well, let's see. What do you want to do? What I'll do is I'm going to clean that bit off, because there are two sides to the paper. What did I do with my cleaning thing? Oh, there we are. Let me just grab that. Okay. Let's see. Let's do one that is a bit more yellow as well, and then you can see what you prefer. Okay, we've got the yellow, and this time maybe I want to do just maybe a little tip here and a little tip. Okay, so I've got those, and then I'm going to use that to kind of, so that's not a harsh line. Maybe a little bit more on the top. But you can see there's a harsh line, and I don't want that, right? So I just want to blend it in a bit. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe there is a harsh line. Oh, okay. I do have a harsh line there. So what do you think? I don't know if I like that look. Okay, I'll stick with that one. I call it camera. It's the camera. I have to do, when I did this, it wasn't on camera. When I did this, it was on camera, so you can see the difference. That's camera jitters. Woo! Anyway, right, clean this off so that we can do the orange, the orangey colours. This is so manky looking. Again, it's all aesthetic, okay? It's not mold. It's just stain from all the dark ink that I have used over time. Orange and Blackberry Bliss. What do you think? Yay or nay? Some people love it and some people don't. Which camp do you belong to? Let me know. Okay, here we go. So I would probably have picked red instead of Blackberry Bliss. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if I do a better job of rocking and rolling. Okay. Just have to... Oh, see? I was going to use that. Totally the wrong color. I need this. I'm thinking that might be quite harsh. So I'm just kind of trying to blend it in a bit. Okay. Okay, we'll see how we go. Okay, so let's go there. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So you can see that one's got more orange than that one. Yes. Alright, we're almost there. We need the last one. Clean this off. Oh, scrap that in. Okay. Just testing it, making sure that it's clean. Oh, how cool is that? That's just a chamois. If you don't know anything about that, that's a chamois that I use a lot to clean my photopolymer stamps. The next colour that we're doing has got more of the cherry cobbler, and maybe I'll do a bit of green and cherry cobbler, or I don't know, that's slightly different to that. Again, start with the green. Oh, I don't want mossy meadow. What am I doing? I want old olive. Okay, let's get my old olive. I'm going to start with a green and then rock it with a bit of the cherry cobbler. Ooh, this might be a bit okay, and I don't want this one. I want my red cherry cobbler type thingy. Okay, so kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, we'll see how we go. I like this, how you can just kind of, let's see how it turns out, kind of, oh, okay, quite rich, isn't it? Okay, well, if you don't like those colors, you can just do whatever color you have, whatever you want, because obviously when I give it to you, it won't be stamped, because that's, that would be going against Stampin' Up policy of giving you stamped images. So the kits will come with just the paper, right, with no stamped images, and so you get to do that. And again, you know, if you didn't want the stamp set, but you want to use other stamp sets that you have, so you're most welcome to do that. Alright, let's get this out of here, and let's put this on. Okay, so I do like my white on white layers, so you can see a lot of my projects probably is a lot of white on white layers. I think there's something classy about it. It's not because, you know, of trying to, I know I do, I kind of fluctuate. Sometimes I do want that color to pop, and other times I think the serenity, and I don't know, it's just something about the cards when they're nice and clean, they just look, they have a different look about them. Now I need a sentiment, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to just use the same one just to make things easy. You are amazing beyond measure. Just do love that sentiment. So I'm just going to stamp that on here. You're amazing beyond measure. Okay, let's get that colour out of the way. Not too inky fingers. Great. And scissors. What did I do with my scissors? Right here. And so yeah, so you either cut it and hopefully it's straight. It's not too bad. And then that just goes on there. So here I can put it right across if I wanted to. Or I can put it more at the bottom. I'm going to do right across because you can tell the difference, right? So now I've shown you one where you placed it at the bottom. And so for this one, I'm going to move it up to the top. And I'm just using the edges. Oh, all of it. Why not? Oh, maybe not that part. And stick that on. Ooh. So, I'm going to stick it right in the middle. And I didn't do it straight. Look at me. But fortunately, we can move things. That looks better. And then that goes on there. And then you want to lift this up as well. I think I'll do. I've got some more here. I'll just turn this over and put it in there. Here. Here. And finally here. Alright. Click that off. We are just about there. So this is your second card for today, for this class to go. So ideas are here, and you can obviously case it. Yep, maybe hopefully it has inspired you one way or another, whether it's a stamp set, the design, the rock and roll technique, the colouring, you know, so whatever. So hopefully you enjoyed spending this time with me. I certainly did, although I show a bit of jitters on the computer, there we go. So that's your second card. Okay, second card design. I'm just making sure that I haven't got anything. So you can play around with it. And then the first card design was the little mini album, which I haven't done before in a class to go setting, because I always think that it's a bit difficult. But yeah, but you know, like when I give you the card kits, it will already have been scored and cut. So, and then all you have to do is fold it and then adhesive it and then embellish it. So hopefully it'll give you an idea and you'll be brave enough to give it a go. So that is our class to go today, using the Season of Chic stamp set, which is retiring very soon, at the end of the month or while supplies last. So if you like it and you haven't got it, please, I recommend you go and get it now rather than later. And if you buy them today or this week, I'll be sending you the card kits here for free. Alright, so I will see you next week. Next week is the first week of holiday, school holiday, so yes, I should be around. It's the second week of school holidays that I'm actually at a camp, so that will be a pre-recorded video rather than a Facebook Live. But yeah, I will see you next week though, so enjoy the rest of your week, and I will